What's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition and MC that writes fiction, and we're back at it with a Black Clover chapter 305 prediction. And the way the 304 left the bad taste in some of the fandoms, mouth. Basically we have, people feel like Nozel reverted back to, her old ways, which we have to take into consideration that Noelle and Oster are teenagers. They're not gonna maneuver the same way like Gaja did. And then we have to take into consideration that Charlotte hasn't even confessed her feelings to Yabe. She's an adult as well, so people that are, saying that, oh, this is a certain way, it's just like, it's actually realistic. How are you at 17? So, I don't think that was bad. The other thing was a lot of people felt that Mimosa coming through and saving everybody, was like a, plot, different things like that. They're saying that it is making it less appealing because nobody dies. And I'm sorry, I don't go into stories just hoping for people to die or that people won't die or the important people of the cast, like expecting an important person from the cast to die, that's somehow taken away from the story. But everyone has their opinions. I personally don't think so. And the reason being is a lot of people in the fandom said that at the very least Gaja should have died. And my thing is, why at the very least Gaja should have died when in chapter 298 Real did the Twilight Valhalla before Gaja even got impaled by Lola Pachika. And the thing is, what was the stipulations for Real's spell? And all the teammates, which includes Gaja, will not die. And they will get a power-up, which is what we saw. Because remember that scene, as soon as he did that, Magicula did her Curse World magic or whatever, and you seen both Real and Charlotte get messed up, and it looked like it was over. Gaja was in that mix as well. So yes, he didn't die because he was a part of he was in the spell, so, but I get it, as far as Mimosa, but we have to take into consideration that things are being unfolded as they go. So just because something doesn't make sense now, it will, for the most part, get explained later. You know what I mean? So Mimosa's whole thing is you already know there's got to be some type of either drawback or limitations that she's able to do, whether that be the amount of people that she's able to heal. Because even if we're talking about certain things, look at, William's magic and him being able to bring back half the people that were on the verge of death. And the thing was, they couldn't have already been dead. You can't bring back someone from the dead. And the thing is that this fell into it. And plus we're dealing with ultimate magic. So several things to look at that as far as power scaling, that the queen, wasn't able to even do what Mimosa did with her ultimate plat magic. So that's really, really cool. So everyone who's, with those little points, everyone who's saying like there's not, room for love and during the war or different things like that, obviously don't know what a lot of wars started from. Go back and look at history and see that everything makes sense. Like, for real, it really does make sense. So let's get into these predictions, because there was something at the end of 304 that makes me get into this prediction. Now, of course, it ended off with back to Zenon looking crazy, looking so dope, and Langris and really tried to hold on there. You know, they're both like sweated, bleeded, everything like that. Langris says, or Yuno tells Langris to buy him 3 minutes. I'll finish him with my next attack. Those are very bold statements. It's 100% Zenon, who's like, yo, I'm just chilling. I'm getting bored. You know, there was something that Nock said that made me think of this prediction. So, of course, we're gonna get an epic showdown, because the thing is, this was shortly before Magicula's defeat. So everything that we just had seen as far as prior to this moment, you know, this happened, yeah, as far as this conversation that Zenon, Yuno, and Langris were having, this happened prior to what we were just seeing. So everybody's gonna now be, so what we just witnessed and what we were just seeing with Yuno, they're about to fuse into as far as what's currently actually going on, you know? So I feel like there was one thing that Nock said. He said, it appears ... they've grown far stronger than I dreamed they would. Now there's just one Dark Trad member left, the last one. Now, the last one is, boom. Then we get to as far as basically this kind of like flashback, almost like a couple of minutes, you know, prior to what's currently going on with everybody in Magicula's defeat. Keyword, dream. Now, a lot of people have mentioned, where is Dorothy? Where is Dorothy? Now, I feel like we're gonna get some really cool back and forth between Zenon, Yuno, and Langris, because remember, Yuno asked Langris to buy him 3 minutes. So I don't think Zenon is done. So to be able to buy those 3 minutes, that's gonna be one thing. So I feel like this will be a perfect time for Finral, Charmy, and Dorothy to come through. Dorothy's dream magic against Zenon's spatial bone magic, with as far as Yuno and everyone else in there, man. Because I feel like we are about to either find out the like origins, or we're about to find out who Zenon's devil is officially. Not speculation, but officially. And I think that there may be a strong connection with Zenon's devil and potentially Dorothy. Now, the reason everyone uses the same thing, you know, as far as what Dorothy had said within the captain's, you know, the captain's fight, which was, I want to be strong enough to trap, you know, a devil in this world, you know. So I feel like there's going to be some interesting things with that. I feel like it might move in a similar pace as far as the way that the Magicula fight did. So it's just all like, boom, Zenon and Langris are sitting up there, getting their butts handed to him, basically. Tries to do this attack, you know, things look, you know, hopeless. And then right when you know, Zenon's about to go for a kill shot. Maybe Langris is like laid out or something like that, or he could barely like make a spatial, you know, spell or something like that. Boom, you see Finral. Probably like a bone will go through the whatchamacallit, and it might end on that note with Finral coming through. You know, so it might be, that's just my predictions. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But hey, if you like these videos, make sure to hit a like, make sure to hit a subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell, and make sure to check out my manga, The Most Random Manga Ever. 11 issues, 8 issues you can read online for free, all 11 in the volume 1 momentum. And I just got a new song, Invincible Summer, that I released. Go check that out.
Thoughts in the deep science, got the sun in my pocket, build your resilience. So when the next winter cycle comes, I prepare with no losses. The work of the solo, it's a boss. At the heart of my winter, there's an invincible summer.